The Boys is coming back for one last ride, and let me tell you, Season 5 is going to be absolutely insane. We've got a ton of news to cover about the final season, so let's dive right in. Season 5 confirmed as the final season. First things first, yes, The Boys Season 5 is officially the final season. Amazon Prime Video renewed the show back in May 2024, a full month before Season 4 even premiered. With how popular this show is, it was never a question of if it would continue, but how long it would last. Just days before Season 4 dropped, creator Eric Kripke announced that Season 5 would be the end. He gave us another update in November 2024, saying that shooting would start in a few weeks. So production for Season 5 kicked off in the last 2 months of 2024. Kripke's been really vocal about the challenge of ending The Boys properly. He's seen what happens when final seasons miss the mark. Looking at you, Game of Thrones. And he's determined to stick the landing. That's why he decided to end it with Season 5, with a specific conclusion already mapped out. The cast, who's returning. Since this is the final season, we're going to see proper send-offs for a lot of these characters. The ones we love and the ones we love to hate. And honestly, despite how bloody this show gets, a surprising number of characters have made it this far. The two pillars of the show, Anthony Starr as Homelander and Karl Urban as Billy Butcher, are obviously leading the charge one last time. These two are destined to clash in an epic final showdown. The rest of the Boys team is all coming back. Jack Quaid as Huey, Erin Moriarty as Annie/Starlight, Karen Fukuhara as Kimiko, Laz Alonso as Mother's Milk, and Tomer Capone as Frenchie. Each of these characters will meet their end, one way or another, in the final season. On the superhero side, Jesse T. Usher is returning as A-Train. His fate was up in the air after Season 4 ended with him fleeing to New York with his family, but his return has been confirmed. Gen 5 Season 2's ending actually teased him becoming a full-time member of The Boys. Now for the villains, and there are plenty. Chase Crawford as the Deep, Nathan Mitchell as Black Noir 2, Susan Hayward as Sister Sage, Valerie Curry as Firecracker, Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy, and Cameron Crovetti as Ryan. These are Homelander's main allies who'll be going up against The Boys. Here's something cool for Supernatural fans. Jensen Ackles' former co-stars Jared Padalecki and Misha Collins are both appearing in guest roles. We don't know who they're playing yet, but they'll be joined by another Supernatural alum, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He showed up in Season 4 as Joe Kessler, a manifestation in Butcher's broken mind, and he'll be back since Butcher's descent into madness is far from over. We're also getting David Andrews back as President Calhoun, Rosemary DeWitt as Huey's mother Daphne, and Colby Minify as Ashley, who now has unknown superpowers after injecting herself with Compound 5 in the Season 4 finale. Plus, we've got Mason Dye joining as Bombsight and David Diggs in an undisclosed role, so there are still some surprises in store for us. Gen 5 characters join the fight, and here's where it gets really interesting. The stars of Gen 5 Season 2 are crossing over into The Boys Season 5. The Gen 5 crew, including Jazz Sinclair as Marie Moreau, London Thor as Jordan Lee, Maddie Phillips as Emma Meyer, along with Derek Le, Liza Broadway, Asa Gurman, and Kia King as Annabeth Moreau, will all be joining Starlight's resistance after the events of Gen 5 Season 2. What to expect story-wise? Alright, let's talk about what's actually going down in Season 5. Season 4's finale was absolutely wild, gory, shocking, and completely depraved, just how we like it. Victoria Newman's plan to turn on Homelander got shut down hard when Butcher killed her. This let Homelander and Sister Sage's evil plan move forward. Now, with puppet President Stephen Calhoun in office, Homelander is pulling all the strings and starting his reign of terror. His ultimate goal? Supes taking over the world. Season 4 ended with Homelander declaring martial law, which kicks off his plan to round up everyone he considers a traitor. And guess who's at the top of that list? The Boys. We're definitely getting a violent, no-holds-barred confrontation in the final season. One of the biggest mysteries heading into Season 5 is Sister Sage's so-called Phase 2. Even Homelander doesn't know what she's really planning, and the fact that she appeared behind his back in Gen 5 Season 2 makes this storyline even more intriguing. How Gen 5 Season 2 sets things up. Gen 5 Season 2's finale directly set up The Boys Season 5. After the main characters saved Godolkin University from Thomas Godolkin and Sister Sage, putting themselves right on Homelander's radar, Starlight and A-Train found them and asked them to join the resistance. These teenage superheroes are now part of the fight against Homelander. And here's the kicker: Marie Moreau might be the key to everything. The Odessa Project storyline in Gen 5 Season 2 revealed that Marie was injected with Compound 5 in the womb. Only two superheroes ever survived this kind of experimentation: Marie and Homelander. Gen 5 teased that Marie is almost as powerful as Homelander, maybe even more so. Heading into Season 5, Marie and her friends could be crucial in taking down the seemingly unstoppable villain. This will likely bring Stan Edgar back into the picture too, since he's got his own grudge against Homelander and appeared in Gen 5 Season 2. Latest updates and news. Let's get into the latest news about Season 5. Jack Quaid gave us some insight into Huey's character arc in April 2025, and it sounds amazing. Here's what he said. In the first season, he's like a baby. In the second season, he's like a kid learning about everything. In the third season, he's a teenager who's kind of rebelling. In the fourth season, he's really maturing and growing because a huge thing happens to him. And then I think this is the season where he's a full-blown man. It's really interesting to play the character from a place of confidence, and I don't think that has really happened before, so that's been really interesting to do. I think fans will get a kick out of it. Huey's evolution has been one of the best parts of the show, and it sounds like he's finally coming into his own right as the series ends. Of course, with the soup threat at an all-time high, this confidence might put him in serious danger. The future of The Boys universe. Now, even though The Boys is ending with Season 5, that doesn't mean the entire universe is done. Showrunner Eric Kripke gave us some updates after Gen 5's release in September 2025. Here's what he said. We have a plan for Gen 5 Season 3. Same applies to Vought Rising Season 1. We have plans for a Season 2, if we can. As long as there's an interesting story to tell and new facets to reveal, I'm in. Without spoiling anything, I think the universe post The Boys Season 5 is such a fascinating universe. There's a lot to explore. So while the main show is wrapping up, the franchise isn't going anywhere. Gen 5 could get a Season 3, and the prequel series Vought Rising has plans for multiple seasons. Release date window. Finally, let's talk release date. Kripke teased some details on social media that give us a pretty good idea of when to expect Season 5. Editing is completely done, and the VFX, music, and color grading are halfway finished. This means we're looking at a release in the first half of 2026. All other seasons of The Boys, except Season 2, came out in either June or July, so we're probably looking at a summer 2026 release date. The climax of this incredible show is getting closer and closer. So there you have it, everything we know about The Boys Season 5 so far. The final showdown between The Boys and Homelander is shaping up to be absolutely epic, and I honestly can't wait to see how this all ends. What are you most excited to see in the final season? Let me know in the comments below.